Ah, lovely new morning. We're here, back in the city. It's lovely, just come out of my office. And we're gonna go oversee the construction on the inside of Lenny's bar. The sign, which went up last week, looks great. It's been attracting a lot of customers. However, they've all said about the same thing, other than the fact that this paved road looks great. That the decor could use a little bit of not so much updating, but revitalization, as it were. So we're going to go ahead and update the interior. Now the first step to doing this means we need to take out both layers of the wall. But we're just going to do the first layer for now. And I'll tell you why that is. Because I want to make the interior look exactly the same. Go away, sign. And in order for that to happen, I'm going to do the outside first, which needs to be done in carpenter's blocks. Textured carpenter's blocks, like the roof that we did. That way I can make it have paneling on it. And that would be the only way to do this. So then we can do carpenter's blocks. And pretty much what this will be able to do for us is, after I put these down, I can break the individual blocks inside and then put a new block down outside, which will have the panel of the block that I just destroyed. So, yeah. However I just described it is probably correct. But if it made no sense, you'll see what I mean after I'm done putting these blocks down. These carpenter's blocks are really handy for stuff like this. Stuff like doing the ceiling, because you can have, see, all these buildings have a ceiling and then a floor, but this you can have one block with a ceiling panel and a floor panel. That way you can carpet or just leave it whatever texture you put on originally. But I'm not going to go to the trouble of redoing all these buildings quite yet. I might do it in future, but that would require a lot of work. And this one, I mean, I couldn't really do it because the sign would be in the way of the crenellations, if that's even the correct word. Because these buildings are actually pies. So, yeah, crenellations. Anyway, so just redo this whole thing here. And then I gotta redo the back wall. Inside here. So, excuse me, bar, get out of the way. That's just the terrible kitchen. Okay. Here we go. This used to have bottles of potions on it. This thing's gonna look so much more spacious. I can just take out the kitchen here. I'm gonna leave this wall in here, right there. I'll replace those with carpenter's blocks eventually. Actually, the kitchen doesn't need to be this big. I'll make it smaller. Okay. So I'll just put the floor back in. I won't need to change too much flooring, but I want the whole floor to be in as I'm doing this, just so I don't keep falling in the ground. Okay, get rid of this wall. Accidentally deleted a block. Where's the staircase? Oh, that's underneath the stairs. Duh. Okay. Alright, so the next step is to take out this back wall and redo it in carpenter's blocks, because these are all going to need to have panels on them. And I'm just doing it this way so I keep it as realistic as possible. You wouldn't have just like wool as a wall, and then if you knock that building down in the future, then you just have a wool wall. What is inside here? Is there just nothing? What building is this? Oh, it's that building that I never put anything inside. That explains it. Probably get rid of that. Doesn't really fit. Now that I have all these new blocks, I can do something a lot better with that. So as you can see here, behind the kitchen is the staircase, which we're just going to leave. Just fill in these blocks as quickly as possible, because I also want to do the I'll call it molding. The molding over the light green part that you saw I started when I did the sign. Okay, so these all need to be colored in as so. Whoops, I'm putting panels on stuff that's going to have panels, but the wrong paneling. Okay, here we go. There we are. Okay, here. If you're using this mod, if you put a panel, you can just a panel that you don't like, you can just delete it and then move on. Okay, this is going. Whoops, there's paneling. Oh, that guy just got hit in the head by a flying, don't know where I started, probably around here, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, right here. You can see the different breaking textures. When you can tell if it's got the same texture when it stops making. Oh well. Hang on. I accidentally destroyed that. Like if you can see here, just a quick tutorial. If that breaks, it's got the texture, but if this breaks, it's got the wood texture. So yeah. So next we're gonna do the walls. So we gotta break this off. We're going to we'll start right about here. So we need these panels, these panels, these panels. And we'll do the corners like this. Why can I not panel here? Did I not do this? Oh, I missed one. Whoops. Okay. And those panels, and these are every 3, so 1, 2, 3 panel walls. I can go back and change this later if I want. So this will be the kitchen. So come out like this. Let me see where a good panel would be for here. Panel, panel, panel. Whoops. Missed that one too. Excuse me, sorry Lenny. Didn't mean to hit you in the face. Alright. There we go. I think we'll just make this whole section this paneling instead of doing it differently. Get out of here. You're in my way. Okay, and then underneath here we're gonna have, shut up, that, then this, that, and this. There we go. Okay, wall's looking better already. It's so much more spacious in here. Okay, and then we need 1, 2, 3 paneling. 1, 2, 3. Here. No, we're not gonna have that. We're gonna have need gray. Okay, we'll put the door right there. We're gonna have to redo the ceiling lights, but that's fine. Okay, these are all gonna be textured gray because that's the color of the inside of the kitchen. It's like stainless steel. We'll be able to do this, and then do this, like so. Okay. Actually, we're gonna just go ahead and do that. What are you doing? Get out of there. Okay, I don't think this is turning out as good as it should have, just because of the dimensions of this room aren't the same as they used to be. Okay, we'll make this one too, just because. Whoops. Oh, I put the wrong blocks in here. Derp. There we go. Okay. There we go. Right, here we are. Whoops. Okay. We need an area to be the actual bar, which I guess will be probably... Do we want to... I think we want to keep it over here, but we'll do a nice long bar. So we need this. Then we'll go... Will we be able to make a curve? I think we should be able to make a curve. How do I want to do this? It's a hard decision. It's definitely going to come out here. It's going to end right... No, right here. Put that back. Okay. I could do something with the little blocks, couldn't I? How does this texture look when it's small? Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference. Okay, I'm going to do this whole counter little blocks and then I'll tab back in. Alright, so here we are. This definitely looks a lot better than it used to. Yeah, this took about 40 minutes. Okay, so anyway, I decided to redo the inside of the actual behind the bar to that. I'm probably just gonna it would make a lot of sense to redo this part here too. So yeah, that's that. And I'll redo that some other time when I remember that the side of the building is now partially just wood. So this is the new bar. As you can see, it's much more elegant than it used to be. But now I feel that it should be in a place like this. But now the next thing we have to do, excuse me, sir. You are not supposed to be on a construction site, and you know what happens to people who aren't supposed to be where they're not supposed to be, right? Well, I hope you know. He's about to find out. I forgot to name it. Because I accidentally destroyed the first one that I had in one of the first videos. Sir? Don't have sex with him. Get out of here. I'm sorry, sir. Did he hurt you? Saddle. That's not exactly what a cook's supposed to sell. Jaw! It's okay, that wasn't really Lenny. That was just some man who was dressed like Lenny. Lenny's long dead. Okay. So now we're gonna redo the lighting. And okay, there. Here we go. Alright, so we need lights. We are. Okay, so we'll just put 2 in here. I need to panel the walls. I need to put some sort of stoves and things in here eventually. But for right now, we'll just panel this up. We need a door with 2 pressure plates. Carpenter's pressure plates, of course. Let's put this in my inventory for now. There's 2 of them. Oh my god. No, okay, I shouldn't make a bunch of these. Okay, well actually, there we go, that's much better. Okay, so we need this, we need pressure plates, and we need door. 2 doors. Yep. Okay, so this will go here. Actually, I want a button for out. Oh god, a button for out here, which will actually be a darker. So that presses into the wall. Right. Okay. Then we'll have this. And this. A door. And then a pressure. Oops. Wrong order. Pressure plate. Yes. Just ignore the back of the bar. I'm going to go back and finish that later. I just thought I'd do the front now for the video's sake, and then fix the little touch-ups later. Okay, so now got to get rid of the ceiling. Well, not the ceiling, just the lights. For now, we'll put a construction light in. There we go. Okay, it's a little dark. Now we want kind of ones above the bar, like so. Here we go. That's illuminating the bar area. Right, sort of. Yeah, okay. And then we'll need ones over here. So I think what we're gonna do is we'll just do single lights. We're not gonna need too many. We'll do them every 2. Like so. It provides plenty of illumination for a small room like this. Here we are. That's good. Okay. And I like how, at least for me, it kind of flickers. I think that might just be my texture pack, I'm not sure, or Minecraft, I don't really know, because I don't really ever play without texture packs. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna need chairs and tables, because currently there's nowhere for anyone to sit. You can get a drink, but there's nowhere to sit. So once the tables are done, I'll come back on. Okay, so welcome back. We're here after the furniture has all been built by me. Took forever, about a week. I mean, it's already Thursday, so I really need to do this. So let's go in for the big reveal. So we've got some tables over here in case you want to drink with someone. We've got a nice radio here, made to the best of my abilities. Bar chairs, because Mr. Lenny did not like stools. He liked chairs because he thought stools were for making something out of wood, like sitting carving something. So instead of having stools and making everyone feel like craftsmen, he went for chairs. I don't know, just an old guy's preference. And we've got the alcohol back there, out of reach of customers. You have to go through the kitchen to do that. So, I think what we're going to do, before I explain anymore, I'm going to flick on the radio and see what's going on over at the CCBS.
Good afternoon, citizens of Carvery City. Broadcasting from the top of the Chryston Tower via the CCBS, I am James Benfield. It seems as though everyone in town is talking about Lenny's Bar, located just down the street from the Chryston Tower. In fact, I can see it from my office. The bar has recently gone through some renovations to restore it to its glory. Those who can remember the founder, John Lenny, remember a charismatic man who could liven any patron's day. We here at the CCBS like to celebrate people's legacies, so let's hear one of Mr. Lenny's favorites, Carvery 4000.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. Let's just turn the volume down on that a little bit, and we'll continue on. So, as you can see, Mr. Lenny liked good old music. He did like the color blue. It was one of his favorite colors. I believe that's because it was his wife's favorite color, and she died very young. So he decided to make the inside of the floor blue, and the chairs blue, sort of in her honor. And you have the round tables here. He didn't like square tables. He said the edges were too sharp. Which is kind of ironic in this world. But anyway, and you have obviously the nice rounded bar because, you know, no one wants a corner. And the alcohol, you go through the kitchen to be the bartender. And so we got stoves and all junk in there in case someone wants something to eat. You got the two over here. He said those were for lovers, because his daughter actually sat there with her to-be husband on their first little outing together. She was brave enough to walk into a bar in the 20s. I know. This world is so much different. But yeah, so we've got all different types of alcohol. We got the yellow kind, the wooden kind, the blue kind, the brown kind, the red kind, the light green kind, and the blue kind. So yeah. So he chose these because he liked trees, which is partially why the outside green to remind him of nature. He chose these because these were lovely panels. They were quite expensive, but he could afford them. And then these come from the same tree, as well as the type of wood for the chairs and the radio, which he had custom made. And that's why it's still here, because it was pretty much his. But he died about 20 years ago, around age 87. And this place stands testament to his legacy and is run by his son-in-law, because he only had a daughter. And as you know, in this time period, women could not really run establishments, unfortunately. So anyway, I'd like to thank you for watching. Obviously, next time we're going to do the, I guess I'm still going to call them crenellations because I haven't got a better word for them, the detailing on the outside of the building, and we are just going to finish that up, and then monies will be all done. So anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you for watching. My name is Johan Farley. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.